What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and I'm once again joined by Tyler, and we are back for the final video in our Avengers community series. In this video, we're going to be discussing the smartest hero in Avengers 4. So we're going to be talking about something that kind of came up in the comments of a few other videos that we did, some things that people had just general disagreements on as to who's really the smartest Avenger, who's the smartest good person, good team member, and we have some thoughts on that. We have who we believe is the smartest, and we're going to explain why. We, again, just want to thank all of you for watching all of these videos through Avengers Infinity War, people that had watched us leading in to Avengers Infinity War. We did this for several weeks, 10 weeks before Avengers Infinity War came out. So we're really happy that we managed to do this. We had a blast. I'll let Tyler say, his farewell towards the end of it too, but we had a lot of fun. We're going to be back next year for Avengers 4. That's all I'm going to say for now. We'll do a quick wrap up at the end of the video. So Tyler, we had some people just generally not agreeing on who is the smartest Avenger, who's the smartest hero in these movies. And so let's talk about who we believe ours are, maybe why, and even if we want to say how this kind of came about. This was obviously, if you guys don't know, I think the first time was maybe in the Tony Stark video, Tony Stark defeats Thanos, the first video we did of Avengers 4. So Tyler, take it away.
Yeah, so a lot of you in the comment section have been saying that Shuri, I always forget how to say it, but Shuri, I'll call her, is the smartest character in the Marvel Universe. Now, you may be correct. I don't personally believe that that's true, because I made the statement that between Tony Stark and Bruce Banner, people are like, but Shuri's smarter than both. Again, I don't think so, and here's the reason why. Now, she is very smart, and the technology that she has created is super advanced, extremely advanced. And people are referencing the part in Infinity War where she's analyzing Vision, and she's like, well, why didn't you do this instead of doing this? And then Bruce Banner's like, because we didn't think of it? So people are like, right there, that proves that she's smarter. And it's like, yeah, for that part. But the thing that people, I think, forget to realize, and I think that what's happened is the whole Black Panther mania that's kind of settled in people because the media tells them that Black Panther is the greatest movie in the history of everything. But it just isn't. It's a really good movie. It's not that amazing. Sorry, that's just my opinion, but I'm not the only one with that opinion. It's a really good movie, but it's not amazing. Every time Wakanda or Black Panther appeared on the screen in Infinity War, the crowd went crazy. And my girlfriend leaned over and she was like, why is everybody doing that? And I said, because the media told them to. Twitter told them to. People don't like to be left out. Now, how does that fall to Shuri? Because she's part of Black Panther. So obviously, because she's part of Black Panther, she's the greatest character and the most smartest character, and that wasn't even proper English, and I know it, so you don't have to write the comment. She's not the smartest character that there is, because the thing about... Okay, so here's the thing about Shuri, or whatever. She, like I was saying, is very smart, but she has not been in combat like Tony Stark has to constantly be advancing what he... Tony Stark, from Iron Man 1 to Infinity War, you look at the armors. Every single time, like the first few movies, yeah, he just, he upgraded his armor a little bit. Between Iron Man 1 and the first Avengers movie, the biggest update he had was that he figured out that, well, maybe if I didn't put my jet boosters in my hands and feet and I could put a jetpack thing on my back, I'd have my hands free. It's like, wow, I thought of that as soon as I saw the first Iron Man movie. So I'm not saying that I'm a genius, because trust me, I'm not. But having said that, you look at the advancements that he's made, even like Iron Man 2, like he had the suitcase outfit. Then he started to do where in the first Avengers movie, I should say, where he would wear the I think he had the wristbands, and the wristbands would make it where something would come, and then the suit would go on his body. Like he kept advancing it to the point now where in Infinity War he's got the nanotech that I almost feel like he did say that it's a little gift from, and then he gets attacked, and I think he was actually going to say Wakanda, which if he did, cool. But I'm going to say what I'm about to say is why Tony Stark, in my opinion, is at least equal to, if not smarter than, Shuri. So the nanotech that Iron Man has for his newest suit, it is really cool. It is similar to the nanotech that Black Panther received in the Black Panther movie. Now, the Black Panther suit that Shuri made, like I was saying, it's cool. She has a lot of cool stuff. He wears that necklace, and basically she linked the necklace to, it almost seemed like a cognitive thing, linked it to his mind somehow, movie magic, and just cool. So where he just has to will the suit to like basically appear over his body, and it will. And that happened for Killmonger too, because she made 2 variations of that suit. Now the feature of that nanotech, not only does it kind of bleed onto the body at will, but it absorbs the kinetic energy. So upon impact, it will then be able to disperse that energy that it built up. So that's kind of cool, right? Yeah, wow, amazing. Well, Iron Man's nanotech that he, again, so in Infinity War we see that he kind of puts his jacket on real thin just so that, I assume he did that so that the Iron Man suit didn't look fat over him or something. I think. I don't quite know. Maybe just look cool. So he thinned that sweatshirt that he had on so it was skin tight. And then after that, he kind of just tapped his little chest, the arc reactor. Not like in his chest, just that he wears it on his clothes. And that Pepper kind of insinuated that all of his clothes have that arc reactor on it. So he taps that, just like how Black Panther has to wear that necklace. So they are even there, which means that it's Shuri who's even with Tony Stark at this point. Once that suit bleeds over Tony Stark, after that, Tony Stark, as we saw throughout the entire Infinity War movie, every time he was doing anything, that nanotech that Tony Stark has, I personally think that he retrofitted it, and I'll say the reason why in a second. He retrofitted it so that basically it could take the shape, or take the form or shape or whatever, of whatever he wills it. Because it took the shape of a sword, took the shape of a different type of weird sword that was on his arm. Because he actually did physically hold a sword at one point. Then he had a bluish. There was a weird one. I can't. It was during a fight with Thanos. Not the thing. Or sorry, there was a fight during Thanos where he made a sword that was on his forearm. Then there was another fight where he made a sword that Thanos breaks off. There were two. If you watch the movie, it was 2 different variations of that sword, so they were completely different. Then he made the thing where basically his feet went into the ground. He made a booster on his foot as he kicks Thanos. He makes his hands turn into these big, I don't even know what to call them, but things that pushed Thanos and punched him really hard. He had part on his back. His back came apart to create this one, I don't even know, a weird, cool. They all shot a beam at the same time. In other words, he's able to form his suit however he wants. He asked Karen to give him an extra boost. His legs come together and forms a big booster. So that was awesome. Now here's my thing. Black Panther suit doesn't do any of that. And you would think that if Shuri was so smart, and again, she is smart. I'm not saying she's not smart. She is smart. She is very smart. Tony Stark, I think, is smarter. Because you would think that if Tony Stark could figure that stuff out to basically create any weapon that he wants on his body at will, all he has to do is think of it, you would assume that Shuri would have done the same thing for her brother, the Black Panther, who is also the king of Wakanda, who, you would think that if she could do that, she would have incorporated it in that suit and, would have already had it made in case something really bad happened or whatever, and had him wear that suit for this war. Because really, if you think about Black Panther, although he did do a good job in this movie, or Infinity War, against all the aliens and all that stuff, he didn't do all that great. When he fought the Black Dwarf, the big Hulk-like alien from the Black Order, he got beat decently bad. Now again, he did do well, but he didn't do amazingly well. Now, if he was able to form different weapons on him, he would have did a lot better. Now you might be saying, but that's not what's in the comic book. Okay, all right, cool. It's not in the comic book. But you guys were saying that Suri's like the smartest person ever, so I'm pretty sure I'm allowed to say, well, why? If she's so smart, why didn't she do this? So you can't have it where she's the smartest person ever, yet didn't do what other characters did, which was very smart and arguably smarter than her, but then say, well, she can't do it because it's not in the comic book. Well, that doesn't really seem fair, does it? So either you're extremely smart and the smartest person ever, or you're smart and then it comes to a point because the character in the comic book doesn't let you go any smarter because Tony Stark is like a genius. So you're just going to disregard that Tony Stark did what she didn't do? Because the comic book says so? See, that just doesn't make sense. Because then you can say, well, hypothetically, maybe she would. She's not. She just isn't, because of what is in the movies, which is what we go by because this is not real. These are movies. What this movie, Infinity War, showed us is that Tony Stark, even if Tony Stark was given technology by Suri for the nanotech, he adapted it, he advanced it in a way where he was able to make weapons at will on his body. Suri did not do that for Black Panther, therefore Tony Stark is smarter. I don't care if Black Panther doesn't do that in the comics. That means that she has a limit, and Tony Stark was equal to her at one point, or under her, and then became equal, and then took what she gave him, and he then advanced it. That's what smart people do. They take a creation that exists, and they make it better. So, again, therefore, Tony Stark is smarter than Suri. Now, you can put in the comment sections why I'm wrong, and I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm not, because that's just simple anything. That's just simple. Elon Musk made cars more advanced. He didn't create the first car, but he advanced cars because he now made a whole line of electric vehicles. And now he made it where there's semi-trucks that are fully electric, and you could put solar panels on them, and they're driverless. So you could have driverless trucks that can always be driving because the sun is constantly powering the truck. If there was somebody who was kind of working on that before him, just like the Chevy Volt, that came out well before the Tesla S. So you can't say, well, Chevy's the smartest because they came out with the first electric car, or like official electric car, or whatever, or whoever really did, but I'm just remembering it was the Volt. You can't say, well, Chevy's the smartest, and Elon Musk, even though he made an electric car that does all this other stuff, and it's driverless, and it's this, and it's that, but no, it doesn't matter because the freaking manual that came. You can't, like the comic book. If it was a comic, well, in the comic, Chevy doesn't get driverless cars. So, Elon Musk getting that doesn't matter because the comic book says. Well, that's not how it works. It's the same thing. If you're as smart as Tony Stark, you understood what I just said. If you're as smart as Suri, you probably didn't.
So yeah, I definitely agree. I've kind of always thought that Tony was the smartest, and even going into this movie, I think that they kind of continue to always show you that he always advances things, and he always gets better, and he always he's always goes one step ahead. And so I didn't think there was any debate as to that. But then I was kind of caught off guard too when I saw those comments. But I would definitely agree with everything Tyler said. I think Tony Stark is the smartest hero in Avengers 4. I think that's why we think he's going to be the one to defeat Thanos. He's going to be the one to figure it out and then kind of put it into place. He may not be the best actual leader, but he's definitely the smartest person there. So very quickly, I just want to personally say thank you guys so much for watching all these videos, for following along our community series. We've had an absolute blast doing it. We're going to be having more content, over the next year. We're going to be talking about Ant-Man. We're going to be reviewing Ant-Man and the Wasp when it comes out. We'll be discussing Captain Marvel, and we'll do a review on that. And then next year, early 2019, we'll be doing this community series again. Only it'll be kind of a Marvel community series. We're going to be talking about Avengers 4 leading into it. We'll have the same kind of thing we did this year, where we'll have Avengers 4 content like post the movie coming out, and then our community series is going to continue into Spider-Man Homecoming 2, or whatever they call it, when that releases next July. So it's going to be a really big, first half of the year community series, and we're very, very excited to do it. So, Tyler, is there any last second things you want to say to them?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you. This probably was one of the most fun community series that we've done. It was, it wasn't short, wasn't long, it was good. The Pirates one is fun. Star Wars was just depressing after it came out. But this one, man, it's been a lot of fun seeing like the theories that some people have, like kind of like, and some of not the people who leave dumb comments or say stupid theory, like the productive comments were really good comments, and I hope that those people did subscribe because those are people that I really do want to stick around on our channel, to be part of our channel as we grow, and to be part of our future content, future community series, and all that. And I definitely hope to see all of you, or at least most of you, in future community series that we have coming up. It's kind of becoming a thing that we do. It's the main thing that we do now, to interact with you guys. That's the most important thing to us. So yeah, I mean, I just hope that you guys stick around with us through the rest of the year and into the next year as we grow bigger and bigger and we get better and better and better.
Absolutely. So thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to check out all our other content. We have a playlist on the channel of our Avengers community series. Every video we've made of Avengers is in there. So if there's anything you missed, make sure you check that playlist out. We will talk to you all very, very soon. Thank you guys for watching all of these, and we'll see you on the next video.